What are we going to see next? Jeff the Sonic player? Anyway, we're hoping Beef can do it and prevail here. Is this? Oh, are we in it? Are we in it already? Yeah. Okay. So this is how this is going to go. And honestly, for as cliche and typical it is, I know I see you giggling over there, Dara, and also in pain. But this is the right way to go against Ryu. You know, force out his approaches. His approach game can be fairly lackluster. The only thing to really watch out for is Shaku, the red fireball from Ryu. It is such a good projectile, moves very fast, does a good amount of damage, good multi-hit option. It establishes enough breathing room for Ryu to get in for his next interaction. And Sandstorm has beaten players like Myron. He is used to playing with players who tend to keep you at a distance just a little bit more than you're comfortable with. So do not sleep. Don't think you can get away with just this.
We're in for the long call with this one. And honestly,
I'm ready.
Sonic, like charging up either like side B or down B can be so scary sometimes because you whiff one button in front of him trying to catch him preemptively. Suddenly he blows you up. You know, maybe you're anticipating him going in, and he goes in a little bit sooner than you would think.
Oh, focus attack saved his life. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Didn't have enough charge in the focus to crumple right there, but a really good landing choice right there by Sandstorm. Yes, I love it. I love the BM. Let's go, Sandy. I like to see it. And
the Town City platform moving away just as Beef tried to stall like a little bit on the spring. So
it's game time.
It's game time.
It's game time.
Even the game said, like, no, you two are going to interact right now. Oh my God.
What the heck?
That was kind of hype.
I'm going to take you for a ride.
Yo. Beef chasing down is so good.
Beef doing such a good job, honestly, though. Like, his game plan is pretty flawless right now. Like, he's not taking trades. He's calling off his movement and not committing to it if he sees Sandstorm committing to an option that could potentially threaten him.
What do you do? What do you do?
He's winning. He's been
you
winning trades.
You don't have a projectile that you can just throw out there. You don't have a boomerang. You don't have an arrow. You don't have a PK fire. You don't have anything that you can kind of put out there. So
you kind of just got to wait.
Yeah, I'm going to take a sip of water.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It was a good time. Welcome to your VGBC hydration moment. Take a sip of water right now for every time you see Sonic whirring up for another one. But realistically, Beef is actually doing such a fantastic job right now of just doing what Sonic does best, which is run into you really quickly, hit and run, kind of. Literally hit and then run. And you get your percent. You'll eventually get your big hit. Ooh, but okay, Sandy finding his first stock.
Yeah, that time Beef, I feel like, just didn't fully recognize that, like, Sandstorm was just that close to them, and they would not have been able to get like a hitbox out before the back hit, right? So you can only confidently do that when you are a certain distance from your opponent. Man, Smash Ultimate is a funny game.
And it's clear that Beef has showed his hand with what he's opting for, given just how much time he waited on the Angel platform. I could very well see this game going to time. And I
That's
think
the intention.
Yeah,
that is what
definitely.
Beef is trying to do
Do not
here.
interact. The timer is my win condition, and honestly, it's a consistent one. If you can manage to win neutral and, you know, make sure your approaches don't get stuffed out.
Oh, that was such a good back hook as well, but Sandstorm is constantly using focus attack as like a shield, just to protect himself, either as the, you know, they do go for like a landing, or they're trying to come back onto the stage. Honestly, really good decision making.
Oh yeah. And then you're going up against someone who has a very extensive competitive background in multiple games. My man literally just won the North American Championship or whatever for Brawlhalla recently. So he's used to and playing such offbeat characters such as Ryu, Ken, and Terry. Like,
but speaking of offbeat, I mean, this is just what Beef is doing right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of offbeat, Beef just shut the music off completely.
Off Beef.
Okay, Sean, I was going for like a deep, intricate musical analogy here.
Meanwhile, the monkey with the cymbal is just clapping inside my brain.
And you go through the low-hanging fruit of a pun. You know what? It's fine. It's why you can do it.
But speaking of what we've been doing, it's just Beef's game plan has just been working this entire time. You know, Sandstorm hasn't been able to find a good consistent call-out option, which is tough to find against Sonic because he has little ways of changing his movement right before. It's like a train hitting you, but the train can move in 360 degrees. Like, you don't know where it's going to come from, when it's going to stop.
But it will, at some point.
It'll hit you. It'll definitely hit you,
I will say, a great adjustment I've seen from Beef already. A lot of forward air usage as opposed to back air have been effectively stuffing out some of Sandstorm's focus attacks. But wow, what an upbeat.
All we need is one.
All we need is one.
All we need is one.
Yep. So 79%, honestly, it can be made up. As soon as we do see Sandstorm get like a falling neutral, get a couple of down tilts, maybe get like a side B, throw a Hadouken out, we can just see so much damage be put onto the board. But the question is, how do you actually get that opening to initiate?
It's a toughie. I like how patient Sandstorm has been, though, just standing his ground mid-stage, really not trying to give up any more stage control than he already has. It's just a struggle. I feel like, you know, he hasn't been able to stuff out. Ryu doesn't have the most generous hitboxes when it comes to whiff punishing Sonic. You know, he requires a little bit of setup for most of his stuff right there. Got the spin dash into forward air right there from Beef, and honestly, Beef's game plan working perfectly. Sandstorm needs to find answers because he is flunking this test right now.
You and Beef have the exact same haircut.
I'm going to ignore that comment. Not to rag on my man Beef's haircut.
I just noticed it. I just felt like it was really important to point out. Anyways,
I'm going to turn the other cheek. Anyway, great gameplay from Beef right there. Dar will no longer be with us as I vanquished her after that comment. I hate you so much. What is wrong with you?
Look at them. Look.
What is wrong with you? I want Sandstorm's haircut, bro.
Can I quickly adjust your hair for a second?
No, because it will not go well. I'm telling you. I have very straight Polish hair. This hair is unwavering, unmoving. I need product for it, and I was too lazy to put it in this morning.
Okay.
You're going to air me out on commentary. That's crazy.
It's. I'm just saying.
Sorry,
I'm just making an
Dara.
observation. Okay.
So I can't have beautiful multicolored hair like you.
You can with a little bit of just a little bit of hair bleach and a little bit of color. You can do so much with your hair. I recommend everybody at home, by the way, to go and modify your hair in every sort of way possible. Okay, so
or go bald or cut it all off. Do whatever you want to do.
Do what you want to do. It's your own body. It's your own aesthetic choices. Go all the way with it. Okay, so let's talk about that set that we just saw because that was
that game. It felt like a set, but it was definitely a game. Oh, switching to Kenneth.
Yeah.
Switching to Mr. Masters.
That was all Beef. That was quite...
That was all Beef.
That was 100% Beef. He controlled the pace of the match. They just sat there. They were able to really dictate the pace at which they wanted to play, and there was very little that Sandstorm could effectively do to try to break that space. Now, I'm curious. What do you think the thought process is going to a stage like Battlefield?
So already we've got two big switches from Sandstorm. Once we're taking it to a stage with platforms, which honestly gives Sandstorm more options to hit ladders or vertical combos. I also like the switch to Ken because on hit, Ken can be a tad more devastating than Ryu is. Ryu kind of just goes for chip hits with Shaku, getting big hits until he can finally link into a big confirm like down to Tatsu, or up air to Shoryuken, whatever fits your fancy. With Ken, it's a little bit more up in the air. He has a little bit more he can work off of if he hits you with a single tilt. While his Hadouken isn't as good as Shaku, he still has moves in his kit that can allow for high damage. Plus his Shoryuken, mostly reliable except when people fall out of it. You know, so definitely a little more linear kill power on Sandstorm's side for this game.
Beef is playing so optimally.
He is.
This is okay. I mean, this is genuinely how you should be playing Sonic.
I agree.
Because there's so little that Sandstorm can actually do to break the space. This is how you got to play it. Because people,
it's why players like Sonics and Wrath have been finding so much success because this is the optimal game plan. Hit and run. Get your hit in, get away, catch them off guard when they lose their patience.
Sandstorm has started opting for a lot of dash attacks in places that maybe aren't necessarily the best. Sandstorm has just been whiffing a good amount in Beef's face, and then as a result, Beef just waits, sees the button, says, it is my turn to swing now. And then every now and then, 1 in 10 times, Beef decides to let that side B just go. They just let it go.
Yeah.
And then
I haven't even heard of Beef
damage
before, but they're looking phenomenal right now. To be able to really actively serve up more questions and answers for a player of Sandstorm's caliber, you got to be pretty damn good. Another thing, yeah, we're chilling. We're big vibing here.
We're having a good time.
How's Twitch chat doing? You guys doing good?
You guys are doing good.
Hope you guys are doing good.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Make sure you eat your meals for the day. Make sure you're staying hydrated. But yeah, beat.
There is so much that can be said and so much to be analyzed about, Sonic playing back and waiting for you to whiff.
I think I think it really tests your chops as a commentator when a character like Sonic and with a playstyle like Beef Chops, it tests your beef chops on commentary when you're encountered with a player of Beef's playstyle and also the way he's been playing, because it's been working. As for what answers to have, I think I speak for both of us when we pride ourselves on being a little more analytical when it comes to our casting a lot of the time, being able to break down these interactions.
But when somebody keeps on refreshing the same game plan over and over, there is only like so much that you can do until you try to wait for Sandstorm to find the right counter play. And that's what we're waiting for right now, right? We're waiting for Sandstorm just to slowly make some realizations about how they want to approach this. So now we're seeing a complete lack of immediate out-of-shield options in response to either like spin charge or spin dash, right? We're seeing Sandstorm just wait, shield, and if they see that neutral air start coming out, if we see something else, that's when those upbeats start coming into play. So I feel like that's already been a really good adaptation. Beef, honestly, they can just cross up Sandstorm shield successfully, run away, and they could just like stop, you know, right there.
It's also just like there's no definitive RPS option to really beat Sonic.
That was so good.
There's a lot of things that Sonic can do to really... the cracks in his armor just aren't very visible. You know, unless the Sonic player really commits a large user error, it is very, very difficult to punish him. So it's tough for Sandstorm out here. He just needs to... I feel like the best advice anyone could give a person playing against Sonic is look for your little victories.
This is the victory right here.
Oh, here's the little victory! But he makes it back because this game is good.
No.
We got air dodges and mobility,
It was like 40%.
I know.
Okay,
I
leave
know,
him be.
I know. I'm just playing around.
That is one of the few openings that you actually have against Sonic to
but
swing.
He's finding
because
more.
He does not have out-of-corner options. He doesn't have anything really, really good like that. But up smash, not going to be able to do it quite yet. Battlefield, of course, having such a tall ceiling.
We're winding down to 2.5 minutes left on the clock here. Sandstorm not being able to round up the stock just yet. Nor Beef, but that's a lot of rage on Ken right there. And Sandstorm has been able to find a little more little victories this game than he did game 1. So who knows? All it will take was one stray hit because Sandstorm knows how to find those links right there.
Those up airs are scary because every time I see an up air, I'm like, okay, that's an up B inbound. Wow, that forward air just barely not killing. Beef going to be respecting the up B hitbox as Sandstorm does come back on. Wow.
This is quintessential Sonic play, honestly. You know, getting your hit. As I've been saying this entire set. However, Beef... Uh-oh, how did he get out of this one? Excellent parry. That was perfect. That was so good on Beef's part.
is the best option that you could pick in that position.
Literally an eject button. Literally an eject button. And it saved his stock and allowed him an opening to get back down and find a new one.
Damn, you're pressuring me? I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, go on.
I also want to make note of Beef's disadvantage. He has not been getting greedy in disadvantage too much, honestly. Once he gets hit, he resets the situation every single time, which having a good disadvantage is almost, if not more important than having a good advantage in this game. IMO. With 3 stocks on deck and characters that can blow you up, sub 60, you need to know how to take a hit and get away after that. But man, with 1 minute 15 creeping down on the clock right here for Sandstorm, it is looking very grim here. Even if he does get this stock, that's more time on the Angel platform being spent here. That's more interactions that need to be played. Sandstorm needs...
This is not looking doable right now is the issue because Beef has all the pace, all the momentum. That up B, of course, still not enough to do quite yet. Beef is chilling, hanging out, going to the other side, just throwing Sandstorm off a little bit.
I love that. I love that. I think this is pretty much clapped, though, at this point. Unless Beef's hands fall off of his body right now, I do not think he is losing this game. I know as commentators we're supposed to set up big narratives for you, but look at the clock right now. And look at how this game has been going.
It's 2 stocks to 1. You know what? You know what?
I don't see it. 30 seconds left, and how long each stock life has been.
Yo, look at him. He's ready. He's going. He's hyped.
He's ready.
Yeah, Beef is ready to time this one out.
Are we going to see a pop-off is my question right now. Are we going to see a big pop-off from Beef after this set?
Just running to the other side, just waiting for an anti-approach from Sandstorm, and that's all that it takes. Wow. Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is
I don't
really
believe
scary.
it. He's got to go down there.
He's got to get a spike or something.
No, not going to happen. No, it's too late. That sucks. I feel for Sandstorm in this situation. But really great gameplay from Beef.